All right. We're going to move on now. So, goal-oriented nutrition. Um, so this is kind of, you've got a goal. So should you change your nutrition based on that goal? Um, so starting off kind of in this subject, I guess being in possibly a low calorie, that intake. So your BMR, basal metabolic rate, being in a deficit, that kind of stuff. What are your thoughts on that?
Um, yeah, so I think when you're getting body scanning done and things, sometimes it's the first time you're coming across the BMR or the basal metabolic rate, or maybe you've seen it come up on fitness apps or fitness wearable watches and so forth, and you're like, well, what does this even mean? Essentially, it's a calculation of what energy your body requires to just get through your base function for the day. Then you'll have higher energy requirements based on any exercise you do and certain stress or illness states within the body as well. And so when you do wear things like fitness watches full time, what I tell people to do is have a look back at the last few days. What's your average energy expenditure been as a calculation? Now, there's debates about the accuracy of some of the devices out there, but it gives you a bit of a benchmark and goes, okay, when I go to the gym and I do an hour at the gym, I burn X amount across my day, and it might be like 2,500. But when I have a day at the office and I don't move at all, I struggle to get to 1,800. And you get a bit of a pattern of what's your normal energy expenditure. Um, if you're looking to reduce your body weight, or in particular reduce your fat mass, then the general recommendation is from that total energy expenditure from the day, you sort of deduct anywhere from about 500 to 1,000. Now, the 1,000 is really only going to be workable if you've got quite a lot of activity going on. If you're a very sedentary person and you get a relatively low daily energy calculation and you deduct 1,000 from that, you're going to have nothing left to eat. But if you are someone that's doing quite a bit of exercise, then sometimes it's more practical to get those higher energy deficits. So all of the calculations are just that, an estimation. And then you will assess how you're going based on, look, what are my measures telling me? What's my energy levels? How am I recovering from my fitness? And then making some modifications from there.
And you also want to have enough food that you're actually eating enough to to get all of the nutrition that your body needs to repair itself. Otherwise, you're just going to get fatigued and breakdown
Absolutely.
of
So the
muscle.
energy is often the first place that people start, but sometimes then it's important, if you are doing electronic tracking of your food intake, to then start to look at some of the nutrient breakdown as well. Like, are you meeting your estimated daily protein requirement? Are there any nutrients of concern popping up in your tracking that you might need to take a bit of a closer look at? The main thing to realize is that you don't take your BMR and just deduct 500 from that, because for most people that will mean you're under fueling, because you won't be factoring in that stress level and that physical activity exercise as well. And so just bearing that in mind.